Oh. Uh, so let me see. What's the market cap now? 6? Yeah, it's actually not bad right now. We looked at it last time. I don't remember what I said. Oh, yeah, baby. Yeah, baby. I like it like that. Gotta check my accounts here. I'm free to be whatever I choose, and I'll sing the blues if I want. Oh, mamacita. What's today? Today's Wednesday, right? Wednesday. Wow, why am I not rich yet? Who do I talk to about this? Who's in charge here? Yeah, looking for the spike calls here. Yeah, people thought I was crazy yesterday, huh? Huh? Who's crazy now? Yep, that worked out perfect. Free to be whatever I choose, and I'll sing the blues if I want. Burp. Free to be whatever I. That's in play again. That is in play again. Why is no one in here? Hey, Lucio, how we doing? Slick Rick. Alright, everyone thought I was crazy yesterday, huh? Who's crazy now? Hmm. Speckles. Speckles, trying to make a call here. Hello? Is anybody there? AMD, beast. Beast. I did, yeah. I did. I ended up, well, yeah, I passed out yesterday, and then I woke up, I don't know, like 9:30, 10 o'clock, and then I was watching, gold hit a high, and then I saw futures were green, which was awesome, as expected, of course. Uh, yeah, then I passed out. I woke up like, I don't know, an hour ago. Sorry I wasn't here at the open, but I kind of knew what was coming, so I was happy to see a bunch of people excited for the rebound and have a good morning. Oh, yeah. Doing good. We are doing good. Oil back above 60, huh? Son of a bitch. Oh, dollar climbing. Is that gonna pop higher? Uh-oh. Alright, hold on. Started climbing 12.24. Yeah, 12.24. Nope, not good. Not good. It might... I don't know, they might break it down, actually, if they spike the dollar here. I don't know if SPY calls are correct. Sir Gold position. Beautiful. As we know, a lot of people, unfortunately, listen to hobbyists. They listen to people with, I don't know, weird tonality in their voices. They listen to people who are popular, that their friends share to them. They don't find a true financial advisor who was screaming from the rooftops. Even before that, honestly. Freaking started the channel back in like 22, 23 or whatever it was. So we'll you know what? I mean, it was down at 17, which I'm sure I spoke about in passing, but we'll say 20, all right? We'll say from 20 to about 30 an ounce. And that's why I have the note here for those who don't understand what it means to be an absolute legend in the space. Gold to the moon. Gold's probably looking for that 5K mark. Probably looking for that 5,000 mark. The word is out. People are shifting away from the fiat currency. People are even pissed now about the crypto. Because they thought crypto was going to see the bump just like gold and silver as the dollar started to, get weaker. And that's the opposite of what they're seeing. So now the whole crypto bro finance space is freaking livid. Now they're starting to see the writing on the wall, which we knew about again years ago, right? Which is you don't need some digital BS currency that people think is real when you can simply buy gold and silver. So the PSYOP, if you will, worked out beautifully because all of that young, big money that was essentially given to them for free from fake BS pumps, they now realize they were manipulated and it was done to keep them out of the metals. Silver and gold. Dollar hanging out, right at a trend line. Yeah, I don't know though. They're topping this out. I'm afraid that they pop this dollar, but we'll see what happens. I see yields down about 1/3% today. Yeah, playing both sides of the fence, brother. Salute. I wish you well. Oh, yeah. I would do a poll and ask who owned that shipping company who, again, I essentially doubled your investment in about 8 months. But the answer is probably no one. And last time I did a poll, I got attacked. So no more polls. I am not allowed to do polls. Brother, I'm gonna flip out on you, alright? What is this? What is this? Are you a bot? Do you have Tourette's? What? You know what? I'm not getting excited. I'm just sitting here sipping my coffee. My man's looking for bullish and bearish gold simultaneously, which is quite a strategy. Please let us keep us informed. Let us know how that works out. That's it. We're going all in. Stocks only go up. All I know is if I buy puts on gold, and I also buy calls on gold, I mean, I'm going to have to be right. Yeah. 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 Get out of the calls. I mean, overall, I believe in it, but if we're talking a trade, you should get out of the calls. Potentially jump in some puts here if you want. If you're looking for like a nice quick flip. Looking for a little break here. Deesh. Yeah, they keep trying to tick that dollar up, man. Not good. This is not good. Freaking AMD. Yeah, so this is what I was talking about again in the original Trump video like a year ago, right? Because I'm sure if we pull up a lot of the charts and if we look strictly at percentage growth, I know Nvidia is what, still up, you know, it's doing well over the last 12 months. But again, it's the backup tech players, the companies like the IBMs, the AMDs. Their stocks have been, I mean, you know, we're talking 100, 150, 200% over the same time frame. So I know a lot of people are like, oh, you're just hating on Nvidia. No, I'm not hating on Nvidia. But see, the word is out. Everyone knows. They're the front runner, multi-trillion-dollar market cap. Everyone's holding it, right? So that's what I mean. That play's done. It's already factored in. It's not like you're buying Nvidia today and it's like, whoa, it's on sale. I'm going to 10x my money. I mean, you could still, right? We know that. But probably going to happen slower than another company that was undervalued to begin with, right? And a lot of them are undervalued, you have to remember, because people are only looking at stocks like Nvidia. Hey, I'm doing all right, Killian. How you doing today? Spy puts. Exit the calls. Oh, yeah, they're bringing that dollar up. Yeah, we got the flattening and tightening taking place. I mean, in general, I think that the market should go up, which is why it did. Right now, though, I'm watching this dollar, and as you can see, we're topping out, we're consistently climbing up, and you can see that, what is this, 1224, as the dollar started gaining momentum, that was right here, 1224. We topped out, we started to pull back, we started to bottom, and a break. You understand? If you're locked into calls and you have no day trades left and I screwed you over, yes, I screwed you over. I will take the blame. Hey, White Tiger, how we doing? Buy SPY put. Buy SPY put. My opinion. My opinion. SPY put. Good old White Tiger. Huge dip on MP and U. Yeah, I was scrolling on X last night, and I think energy, the whole nuclear sector, I think all of that is still in play. As we know, uh the hell was I just these big tech companies now are all kind of building out their own freaking reactors to service themselves, right? And supply their own power. So, in my opinion, I mean, I still think, believe it or not, even companies like Rolls-Royce, right? We were talking about the small nuclear modular reactors, even stocks like LEU, all the uraniums. I think all of that is still in play, in my opinion, because we're gonna need the energy, we're gonna need the power. Intel's still up 10%. Bro, I'm a genius again. Intel brought to you on the channel at like 20. Maybe you can grab ASPI now. ASPI has Trump invested. Which one? Jeez. Oh. Oh. Stock we looked at last week you liked. Oh, okay. All right. Sub 1 billion is nice right now. What did I say last week, though? It's like hydrograph, but uranium, silicone. Okay. Yeah, I don't recall what we said, a few days ago, but I mean, technically everything dropped, so could get it for a little bit of a discount now. The laser enriched isotopes. All right, awesome, awesome. We appreciate that input. I mean, technically it's sub 1 billion. I honestly forgot what I said about it. But it is a little lower, so if anybody was interested in this, they can get into it. Just do the chat one favor, my friend, and just let them know how many shares you have. It does kind of look like it's ready to rebound here. Looking for the U-turn. Sold the lasers, kind of a monopoly. Okay. Okay. 900 shares. Okay, we appreciate that. We appreciate the honesty. Yeah, no, I'll be honest. I mean, of course, I don't claim to know everything about everything, right? So, definitely not a genius and probably don't even really understand half the crap about what these companies are doing. But I will say that with all of them being overpumped too early, the fact that one like that is kind of hanging out and it's still sub 1 billion actually is pretty decent. Average is about this price. Okay. Of course, the dollar is dropping and the S&P is climbing, making me look like a freaking idiot. I tell you, man, I know too much for my own good, man. Unbelievable. Oh yeah, yeah, right. Yes, yes, that's what we were talking about. Oh my goodness. Oh, I'm looking at S&P. I thought I was still looking at the stock. Helium plant production. Okay. MMA, ASPE, UMAC. Okay, awesome. Appreciate that. Appreciate that. Helium plant production. Okay. Yeah, I vaguely remember this. Okay. Okay. This was 6 weeks ago. 13 bucks. Very nice. Whoosh. 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 Yeah, see, I'm actually worried, like, here, if it comes back, it's not that much of a drop. Eh. Yeah, I guess it's worth the risk. Yeah, people just piled into those drone stocks. It's like the quantum stocks. You got the CEO like, yeah, we need 10 years. And people are like, I don't care, pump it. I mean, it's the CEO of the company, right? Why listen to that person? Hey, Lou, what's going on, brother? So apparently the dollar did a little head fake, and SPY calls are doing very well. ASTS sub 99. Government invested 15% of the company. I mean, hey, your call, brother. Your call. Yeah, sometimes it's hard to know what to do. Me, though, I usually know what to do. I'm usually early, but, I got an idea. It is Wednesday, my dudes. I would hold LAC, in my opinion. Spy calls, here we go. Do 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 do. Yeah, not interested in meme stacks. Well, the good news is everyone woke up and made money already, so that's awesome. You guys want to play a game? Keep your mind sharp. Mmm. Hey. Oh, I see. That's why you brought it up. Oh, this is good for your mind here. You gotta create 4 groups of 4. You only get a couple of chances. I try to keep my mind sharp. Why do I feel like the 4th thing is not here? Alright. Nope. Yeah, see, I feel like this is like a baby, right? We got a crib, we got a bottle, we got a mobile. But what is the 4th one? And you're talking about Batman. Unbelievable. We got a suit, we got a signal, we got a cave. Really? You son of a bitch. You son of a bitch. Well, look at you. You're a fart smeller, huh? Smart fella. We got a can, a bottle, a box, and a paper. Hey. Ah, baby, we done it. All right, let's go back to work. Okay. New era energy. Oh, yeah, yeah. I wonder why everyone's. I wonder why everyone's pumping this stuff. Oh yeah, they own it at less than $1. That's why. That's why. So they don't give a crap about you, where you bought it, how screwed you are. Uh, uh, what the heck is this? Exploratory drilling company. Financial. The hell am I looking at? If they want me to buy that stock, they gotta bring it back down to where it was. I love these stocks, bro. They go from 50 cents to $7, and people are like, "Oh, it's going higher." It's like, yeah. What's it? What are you up like 1,500%? Like, it's not enough, right? You need more. You need more than that. Mo better. Oh yeah. Don't you know? Pump it up. You got to pump it up. Yields be dropping. Yields be dropping. Stocks on the move. Check my account, see if I'm rich. Nope. Stocks be pumping. Oh, baby. Oh, baby. It's Skulls. Hey, yo. What's up, brother? was just going to leave and stretch my legs, too. Yeah, White Tiger, my boy right there. Appreciate you. Appreciate it. Oh, absolutely. 15 inches. The hell? Oh, man, that's not good, man. I might have to double check this weather report here. Up here in the mountains. What? So what does that mean? I'm going to get like 3 feet? Yeah, I don't know. I was seeing that they are talking it's going to be a wild storm. It's going to last like, I don't know, the next like 4 or 5 days or whatever they were saying. A Bitcoin miner with natural gas that is converting to AI data center. Okay, just think about what you just said right there. This company doesn't even know who they are. I'm supposed to invest into them? After it ran 1,000%? People are hilarious. I'm free to be whatever I choose, and I'll sing the blues if I want. I talked about MMA. Yes, I did. Yes, MMA. I probably should do more research, which I'll admit. However, again, this is a MMA company which apparently just did a private sale. We got some names. Donald Trump Jr. Secures landmark gym deal. I just think that again, we got Donald Trump Jr. and another institution who stepped in during the private sale and took a stake. We also have Conor McGregor and his coach John Kavanagh as owners of the stock. So, in general, I think it will be good, in my opinion. Of course, it's speculative, but again, it's got the names behind it. It's got the names behind it. So if this was, some random MMA promotion that, we're speculating might get a deal with Fox Sports or something, right? Then we're talking about kind of like a shot in the dark, right? Like we're kind of just hoping this promotion becomes big and we make it big. But again, 13 million market cap. Looks like, again, there is interest in the shares. There's demand. We have names behind the company. And again, we could see a break, but I think the juice might be worth the squeeze here, in my opinion. Deli and Niels, and it's a part? Yeah, well, Niels is too busy arguing with people in Discord about Trump. Is this more of a buy quick and sell quick? No, MMA is probably more of a long term. I mean, unless, we get an announcement next week and it goes to, like 180, then of course, if you want, you could sell. But, yeah. One thing following you is that you will never lose a majority of someone's account. Talk about so many solid companies. Exactly. Well, that's supposed to be... Right. Right, exactly. But, that's the name of the game. And a lot of people forget that. That's why I used to, well, even now, I mean, I still get upset at social media, right? Because you go online and you got people put, oh, look, I nailed this trade. I'm up 10,000%. And everybody just wants to, chase those like 0 DTE, huge trades. And as we know, if you want to take a couple of bucks, if you can afford the risk, then go for it, of course. But again, that strategy, as you see, should really be complementing the rest of the portfolio, which really should be in solid, stable growth positions. And it really doesn't matter if it's like an income ETF that you keep reinvesting dividends, or whatever, you buy Apple stock or something, right? You have to have the stable, strong positions, and then you speculate outside of that. And unfortunately, the younger generation has not been taught really how investments work. And, they're jumping on Reddit, and don't get me wrong, like I said, the Rigettis of the world that are exploding and making these kids money, I mean, listen, I'm very, very happy for them, but it wasn't real, right? And they don't deserve it. And unfortunately, if you don't learn how to properly invest, what happens is you have some 20-year-old kid who turns, 500 into 20 grand, and then what happens? They try to keep replicating that last return. So they kind of just keep throwing money out at the market, and then before you know it, they're back down, to $1,000 or something. Meanwhile, they could have taken 1 or 2K, right? They could have parked it into an ETF. Take 1 or 2K, you pile it, whatever, Verizon, right? You start, I'm going to buy some LAC. You spread it out, diversify. Yeah, no, day trading is absolutely stressful. 100%. That's why the average person loses money. And as you guys see, even something like this, like if we say SPY calls right now, right, it's 20 after 1. And we've both seen that the SPY could explode at like 354, right? So even, again, that's another thing. It's very stressful. You have to watch it like a hawk, right? We've had people take phone calls, go to meetings, come back an hour later, they missed a trade, right? So it's much, much, much more work, much more energy, takes much more of your attention. I really like that you find stuff no one talks about. BB, Nokia, MBOT. No one talks about MBOT now, but if it gets near 20, it will be the next. Oh, no, of course, absolutely, absolutely. After it explodes, that's when the Johnnies come. And again, MBOT originally brought you on the channel at $1. Yep, there you go. That makes it even better. That makes it even better. When the average person disagrees with me, that usually means I'm correct. Just as we used to say, right? Think back a couple of months ago, whatever, market was raging, what was going on? Everyone and their brother was talking about the market, right? Some random schmuck you met on the street made money in the market. Your barber's telling you about this random stock that exploded for him. Now all of a sudden markets are volatile and people are flipping out because we're seeing some red. LAC again. I made multiple videos on LAC over the years, pre-split and post-split. What was it, like $2.4 billion loan from the Department of Energy. It's set to be the largest lithium producer in North America. It's domestic. Many reasons. Many, many reasons. But, hey, listen, I mean, MP, I believe, they're already established right now. So, that's what I mean. If you want to buy some MP now and then try to buy some LAC later, go for it, man. It's entirely your own prerogative. BB. Yeah, Nokia I love. Nokia, people don't even realize that this company like still exists, right? And we were looking at it at like 3, 4, 5, and then we started breaking up 6, 7, 8. I mean, absolutely beautiful. And we got a dividend. So, yeah, I appreciate that. Appreciate that, White Tiger. That's what I always said, right? You got to swim against the stream. You got to think outside the box. And like I said, I mean, you know how easy it would be to just roll out of bed at any time and just be like, oh, NVIDIA, looking good. It's all about tech. Like, that's what I mean. Like, you don't need me for that because that's what the other 50,000 schmuck hobbyists in this sector do now. These people probably never even took a freaking finance class. Show them a balance sheet. They'll probably hold it upside down, you know? And of course, on top of it, no disrespect to any of these young kids, but we know that the average college student is a freaking idiot. And even when you ask them about the field that they majored in, they don't know their ass from their elbow. So that's why, even these kids coming in thinking they know what they're doing with their finance degrees, I mean, they are so beneath me. Which obviously sounded extremely arrogant, but you appreciate what I'm saying. LAC all the way. I've done my research. Sometimes the play is the play. The analysis is the analysis. I think the BB security sauce. Yeah, no, I'm telling you, BB is in play, in my opinion. It is in play. And again, something like a Sentinel-1 could have just been bad timing. I know the company, the share amount is slightly increasing quarter over quarter, but as we say, in my opinion, follow the money, follow the revenue. And again, Sentinel-1 continues to see revenue growth. They're consistently beating estimates for the most part. And it looks like they're keeping their losses in check, which again means once they hit roughly that 300 million in change revenue mark, we're looking for that flip to net income positivity. Yeah, these kids have no idea what they're talking about, man. Especially if they go to college. Right? Some of these like self-taught traders, it's honestly probably the better way to do it, right? Because you have that first-hand experience. And if a trade reverses or if something random happens, it makes you kind of search more and try to understand the why, right? You guys remember this. We didn't always just talk about, oh, look what happened. No, we wanted to understand why it happened. That's what separates the men from the boys. Hey, Walma, how we doing, brother? So like I said again, I'm not divulging any names, not trying to throw anyone under the bus, even though the kid got, like, handed his entire life. But I knew a kid whose father was well-positioned at a well-known bank. Kid went, got a finance degree after I got my Series 7. Obviously didn't know what I knew or anything like that. And, you know, his dad placed him in the business, just handed him the title of, like, I don't know, like loan officer or something. And the kid started at like 90K. Now, you guys remember the story when I told you I had the Series 7, right? Passed one of the top 5 hardest tests in the country. And then I left the firm, and JP Morgan wanted to start me as a checking account opener at $32,000 a year, right? So I already had the 7 and the 63. I had 2 partners. I amassed millions in assets under management, all by myself, right? Because in these other banks and firms, they just hand you clients, right? I had to call every single one of those clients and fight for those accounts. And after all of that work and 5, 6 years experience at the firm, I was offered $32,000 a year. Apparently, with also no guarantee of FA training in the future. But, you know, if your dad works at a bank, then you could just shotgun some beers, hang out on campus, collect your degree that you paid for, and then just, you know, get handed a six-figure position with benefits and whatnot. And then when you tell people it's not what you know, it's who you know, they try to argue with you. And again, based on the story I just told you, if that kid was worth 90, I was worth 190. So this is why when people ask me, oh, how come you're not in the industry anymore? Why? Why? I mean, you could see even on the news when Trump speaks and we look at all these divisions, whether we're talking government, private sector, the military, half these people got to their position strictly because of nepotism. So if it's not about what I know and it's about who I know, guess what? I might not get anywhere because I don't know anybody. And to be honest, I don't want to know anybody. Yeah, no, it's 100% the truth, man. It's 100% the truth. Yeah, that means the kid's on easy mode, right? That means that person is not working. And he's just benefiting from the algorithm and just got blessed with his audience. Now, the best part is after he got handed the job by his daddy. That was a little after I left the firm, actually. And I grabbed him and I was like, yeah, you know, I know you're, you know, I know you got your position. And like one or two of our buddies that we hung out with actually asked him just, you know, to get them a job. So they got in as like, you know, the account executives or whatever, you know, 30, 40,000 a year starting position. So they were placed in as like tellers and shit. And I remember going to him and I was like, hey, you know, I got Series 7, you know, I'm a broker. I know you're helping everyone out, giving them jobs. You know, I was an actual advisor. You know, what do you think? You know, can you speak to your father? You know what the kid said? Kid turned around and said, yeah, I don't think we're really hiring anyone like that right now. And once again, it's not what you know, it's who you know. He gets 30K a month on views probably, and he says invest in Google, Costco, Netflix, and Microsoft. Wow, what a genius. What a genius. 30 grand a month to tell us what we already know. Must be nice. Must be nice. Yep, there goes the keyboard. Jeremy Financial, biggest discover right now is AMD. Well, I mean, they're late to the party on AMD, right? We spoke about that moons ago. That's what I mean, man. These people honestly don't know what they're doing because they've never done it before. And I have. That's why I'm always right more than I'm wrong. And people are like, oh, how do you do it? Well, it's because I did it. It's because I did it. That's the difference. Me love silver a long time. Oh, hell yeah. It's all about that silver and gold, baby. Potential inverted head and shoulders lining up on the S&P. Oh, man. I just wish my daddy worked at Goldman Sachs or something. That way I could have been a millionaire and retired like 10 years ago. In my opinion, no, silver should not be going down anytime soon. Personal price target on silver, $199 an ounce. Had almost 20 people in the stream before as I was telling my anecdote, and only one of them left a like. Very unfortunate. See, that's how you know. Again, I've been talking about the credit card company, saying, in my opinion, it's not the best time to own them. Trump comes out, caps the credit card companies. This frickin' schmuck's talking about American Express. What do you think about 90%? Some people should buy 90% silver. You technically, prudently, should never have 90% of your money in anything. But yeah, that was funny, right, kid? Kid just has to wake up, hang out on campus, gets handed his degree, doesn't have to learn anything, doesn't know anything. Gets handed a beautiful, cushy position. Must be nice, man. You're welcome, Mr. Rodriguez. That's why I say, people ask me all the time, oh, you're so good at stocks, how come you don't have millions? Oh, yeah, if you're this good, why are you even still on YouTube trying to help people? It's like, bro, I just explained to you. I was one of the best at what I did. I worked my freaking ass off. It's not what you know, it's who you know. And if I knew someone, I would have bought an island a decade ago, and you guys never would have met me. But I don't know the right people. Selling Tesla and Meta. Wow, what a beast. Yeah, it's funny. I would see some of these finance bros, I guess, in passing, and you can just tell they're not confident in what they're saying, right? You could almost tell it's like they asked Grok about it, and you could see their eyes just looking at the other screen, right? And they're just reading off the screen. These people literally are useless. And the only advantage they have over me is the fact that they joined the space years before I did. No one knows anything with no real experience. And they're over here, 300,000 subs. Oh, I get a million likes on my video. Like, bro, what? What? That's why, look at something like Hydrograph. That's what I mean. I was like the only person talking about Hydrograph. And again, White Tiger brought up something like Mbot. Right? That's what I mean. The fact that these plays were working out, our timing was excellent, and I was like the only person talking about these companies, I should instantaneously be at 300,000 subscribers right now. Right? So that's what I mean. Because I don't sound and do it like everyone else, nobody likes me. How am I maintaining? I have no idea. I have no idea. I don't have any money. Like I said, there's a couple of people in here who are kind enough to, try to take care of me when and where they can. And of course, I really appreciate that. Every dollar really means a lot to me. But yeah, this is why I was just focused like the first couple of years just on like uploading videos and just trying to answer comments right away. Because I truthfully would love to have the YouTube community just explode to a couple of 100,000 people. Because then the videos and everything will get many more views. Then I'll be making much more money off of YouTube every month. Then I'll have more money. Then I'll need less money. Like, do you understand? And everyone told me, like, oh, you shouldn't have YouTube as, like, your primary source of income. And it's like, you know, as much as I appreciate the reciprocal donation sometimes from the community, at the same time, I really wished, like, the YouTube just blew up to, like, 50, 100,000 subs. That way I wouldn't have to worry about money. I wouldn't have to start, you know, talking to people about charging and all the stocks we spoke about in the past, Hydrograph, SoundHound, right? I could have had, oh, whatever, a couple hundred, couple thousand shares myself. That's what I mean. Something like Hydrograph, minimum, I should have had 10 grand in it. And of course, right now, it would be worth $250,000, right? Just one position. So that's where the money is not, and that's why I don't have it. I like you too, Slick. I think I'll keep you. Anyone could read an AI script? Yeah, they do it all the time. Yeah, well, like I said, we pulled it together and we bought. So I finally now have a mortgage as opposed to rent. Like I said, it was a rough ride, man. It was a rough ride. And the little financial stepping stones. Oh, my father left me this, right? My parents bought a little trust for me. They, you know, I have a little stock my grandfather left me, right? Like, you're growing up. Oh, my parents, yeah, we own our house. Like there are many different financial stepping stones that I did not have and still don't have. Which is why it seems like such a process. And it may not make sense to a lot of you. Which is fine, again, whatever, you know? People want to come in here and say, oh, if you were good, you'd have $10 million. All right, fine, man. You know, that's your judgment. No problem. No problem. Like I always say, I could have sold out once I started showing people how good I am and just started charging people $200-300 a month. And like I said, now I'd have a couple of $100,000 in Hydrograph. I'd be positioned in all of these companies, right? Look at Rolls-Royce. First video, Rolls-Royce, $1.20. The stock's at $17, right? And once again, 10 grand, worth almost 200,000, right? So that's what I mean. If I was able to charge people and buy those positions from day one when I knew they were winners, I mean, you're talking almost $500,000 just in those two positions. But like I said, I wanted to do it a little different than everyone else. And, you know, I just thought the word would spread and people would appreciate what I bring to the table. I'm with family. Oh, I need more coffee. Coffee. Yeah, no, it's very hard. Especially like when you find out that these, you know, 22-year-old kids that don't have the experience and the time into the sector that you have, it breaks your heart when people are paying $50, $100 a month to children with no experience, and then the children have, oh, look at the nice house I have. Oh, look, I was just able to buy a new car. Oh, look, I have 50 grand in this stock we're talking about. Like, yeah, man, it must be nice. Must be nice, man. Hey, Deli Bob, there he is. Happy Wednesday, brother. How you doing? Yeah, must be nice, man. The second, again, you know, you and I interacted on Twitter, and then I was just looking on your account to see, like, what was going on. Then I saw him, so I started looking at his account. And it just amazes me how, again, none of these kids do this the right way. And all of these kids have a bigger community than I do. Pretty good, been busy with work. That's good. That's good. Being busy is a good thing. Everyone will get it all back when Bitcoin hits 20 mil. Yeah, like I said, man, must be nice. Like I said, I actually had to go to the classes and the courses, and I actually had to take the top 5 hardest tests in the country, and then I had to maintain the knowledge to go back for, quote, re-education every 2 years or whatever it was, so that I can maintain my valid listing of my license. I needed to actually pitch people stock. You know, everyone acts like, oh, it's easy, I love the market, you know, I can sell somebody. Let me tell you something. You get a person on the phone who really knows their ass from their elbow, someone who's very sharp, someone who's worth 20, 30, 50 million. Let me tell you something. It's a lot more difficult than you might realize. And that's why, again, regardless of what any children in here come in and say with their $5, $10, $50,000 accounts, I had, again, a client in Maryland who was in the recycling business for over 4 decades. Man had a net worth of around $50 million. I had a client in California, second largest Christmas tree distributor in the country. Man had a net worth, told me put down 15, 20 mil, which means it's 30 to 40 million. Those were my clients. Those were people I called out of the blue, cold, and they opened an account with me. They disclosed all of their personal financial information to me and trusted me. Those were my clients. So again, that's why when a child comes in here with 18 grand, thinks they're somebody, tries to talk shit to me, you are not on my level. Because guess what? You don't even have enough to be qualified as a client. If I called you on the phone and you said, oh, I got 18 grand in the market, I would hang up the phone. You wasted my time. You are literally wasting my time because I'm not making any commission dollars off 18 grand. So you wasted my time. Everyone acts like they're a big shot. That's why it's laughable. It's just laughable. Trump just said stock market will double. Well, again, I made my case yesterday that we should have been climbing instead of tanking, and miraculously, all of a sudden today, right out of the gate, the frickin' S&P explodes. So, once again, even when I'm wrong, I'm right. He was really friendly and did send me like $100 for helping him grow, but I had to leave because I know he is scamming. Yeah, that's what people do, right? I mean, he's paying you with someone else's money, so it's worth it for him to pay you $100 for you to do all the work for him. If you're out there pushing the algorithm and pushing his social media, then he doesn't have to do his job to help push himself personally. GME selling their Bitcoin. Oh, that lasted long. Bear flag on the S&P. No, not to me. It looks like it's setting up inverse head and shoulders, in my opinion. Might go back to 68.50 here. Well, I really appreciate that. Well, thank you very much. I appreciate that, brother. Buy high and sell low. That's what we do. That is what we do here. Like I said, I'm just too real. I'm just too honest. I know what I know. As you see, I've made a lot of great calls in the past. Again, even back when I was a broker. No one took me seriously. I didn't really have any family with big money to just say, oh, hey, buy this, and, you know, when you make millions, we'll split it when I get older. Like, I just never had that situation. And, of course, if I had that situation, I'd have $10 million. I wouldn't be here right now. So, they say everything happens for a reason. And I do believe that this struggle, this path, the fact that I'm so delayed compared to my quote unquote peers, if you will, even though they're not my peers, but I am trusting my process, and I believe in my heart of hearts that I will be the man on top of the mountain. Cheers, my friend. Salud. I appreciate that. Thank you very much. All on our own journey, absolutely. There you go. You got SoFi right at support 24.95 right there, right? So that's the level you're going to watch. So you're going to look for a bounce back here to about 27, potentially back to the moving average. Or it's going to break. Next stop 24, then potentially 23.5. All right. So if you want, I'll even leave that if you want to take a quick screenshot or something for yourself. And again, it seems like, oh, the average person and, all the groups that come in, they may not like me, they may not stay, they may talk shit. But just remember something. The average person is a piker that has very little money, as I just established. And if I called this child up on the phone, they would not have the pleasure of being my client. They do not have enough liquidity. They do not have enough wealth. Which is why you guys randomly see every couple of months some person comes in, all of a sudden they disclose to the community, oh yeah, great call on that, I'm holding 50,000 shares. And you guys are like, holy shit, you got 50,000 shares? Wow, this guy's got huge money. Your stocks, you know about this guy? Yeah, I do know about that guy because that guy has been looking for me for years. That's a fact. That's why they're willing to disclose. That's why, again, these people will randomly reach out and say, hey, listen, I didn't make any moves in the last couple of weeks, but I just want to say, you're awesome. You're always here for the community. Appreciate what you do. Here's a couple of hundred, here's a couple of thousand, thanks for everything. That's what I mean. And that's what people with money do. Because they see the value. I am essentially providing certainty in an uncertain world, to the best of my abilities. And also the great thing that these wealthy investors will tell you is that usually when a stock is down, the broker is in meetings all day. When our stock is down, I'm sitting right here. And, again, if it's my fault, as I always say, I will take it. If something happened, I'll explain it to you. Right? I don't hide from anyone. That's the difference. I can extend these blue lines for you. So potentially 24 to about 23.5. If we break, high 20s, high 19s. I don't know. Maybe it'll come like here and then bounce because earnings are coming soon, right? So I don't know if it'll come all the way down here, but yeah, if you want, those are the lines. Take a screenshot or something for your record. Yeah, no, I always said that too. I would love to see 50, 100 people in the live right now, but like you said, if everybody was spamming, oh, hey, thanks, oh, hey, look at this stock, you guys would, oh, excuse me, you guys would get lost in the mix. So, yeah, for right now, it's good in a way. We got a small, tight-knit community, and, if you guys need me, you have any questions, I'm here, I could see it. You're welcome, Walma. Yeah, sometimes I remember. Yeah, I remember someone else was like, "Oh, like during COVID when I was doing some light trading, my buddy was like, "Oh yeah, I found this trading Discord, the guy, talks about." I was like, "Oh, okay, yeah, that's awesome." And he sent me an invite, man. Holy cow. First of all, right, there's 8 bots in everyone's Discord now, right? So as soon as you join the server, oh, you got to do this, you got to do that, you got to respond to this person, give this a thumbs up, read the rules, right? Then if you have a question for the person El Capitan, they're never around. They could never get in, they never respond to you. You ask them a question, they don't know the answer. You need help with a stock, they delegate it, right? And they hand it off to some other schmuck that they hired. I don't know, man. It's just so sad how the entire space and the entire sector has now produced successful quote unquote finance people who literally have no finance experience. And I will absolutely guarantee you drop that freaking 6-hour, 300 question Series 7 exam in front of them and they'd score a freaking 28. By the way, you need 70 to pass. See that? I'm talking shit about the children, saying all the opposite things that everyone else usually says, and they blow their community. Oh, everything will be alright, baby. Don't worry. Yeah, please like it. Please sub up. I'll tell you what. I don't give a fuck if you like or if you sub. How about that? How about that? Because at the end of the day, you need me more than I need you. And you live it in your little freaking liberal safe space bubbles, and you people in the sector do not hear shit like that as often as you should. Everybody wants to wipe your ass and act like you're amazing. Oh, wow, great job. You made the call. Hey, look at you. No, I didn't check. I'm going to check my account right now. I'm going to check my account right now. No, not rich yet. Not rich. Right? And then what happens, Lucio? Then what happens? I talk about a stock that goes up 100%, hits new highs. I do a poll in Discord asking who owns it. And then I'm the asshole. Right? I'm the asshole. I know you will, Wama. It's coming. It's coming, baby. One day soon. Bro, that's what I'm saying, bro. I'm a freaking New York broker. These people come in here thinking they make the rules, bro. It's freaking hilarious, bro. It's like, first of all, if you were talking to a broker, you're wrong. But they might not know how to handle themselves. Second of all, you're in here trying to talk shit to a New York broker? Are you kidding me? I am levels. I am eons above these people. Yes, I still like Hydrograph. Hydrograph. Ho 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 ho. Ho ho. He's heating up. I'm telling you, I don't have time for these sensitive children. And I don't know who failed them. I don't know if it was their parents, the grandparents, the upbringing, the school system, their brother, the fluoride in the water, the chemicals they're eating. I do not care. I don't have time to hold your freaking hand through this shit. White Tiger, you being funny, huh? Well, for the record, back and to the right. Back and to the right. Oh, yeah, people. Well, what did I always tell you? Again, again, I don't want to be mean, but the average person really is stupid. They're really stupid. Toast at support, 32.95, 29.50. That's like there. Yeah, Toast. I remember. Yeah, we were looking at this. I think who played this? I think Nick. I think that kid Nick played this, made some money. What is this? 1.6. 1.6. Market cap 19. Bringing in about 5. So that's 2.829. So that's about 4 or 5. So yeah, now you're bringing in over 6. Making a couple of $100 million. Equity climbing. Virtually no debt. Right? Very, very healthy balance sheet. So we're looking at like 8. Do we have cash? And this is what? Yeah. I mean, again, technically, they could break it, right? Technically, they could break it. We know that, of course, if markets start to drop down big, everything's going to start dropping. We know that, right? Technically, where it is on the technicals, and in my opinion, looking at these fundamentals, I believe Toast is a buy. I believe Toast is a buy here. Can you read what it says on... Where? Oh, just got an upgrade. From inline to outperform. 28 analysts rate the stock a buy on average. Medium price target is $45. Again, Toast, T-O-S-T, down to support at 33. Yeah, just tell me what you're talking about, White Tiger. I'll read it. This should go on the watch list, actually. Bang. Bang. Toast in play, in my opinion. DJT. JT. Trump, 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 Trump. What is this? Trump media sets February 2nd, 2 weeks. Snapshot for shareholder token airdrop. Record date for distributing its upcoming shareholder digital token. Jan 20 announcement confirms that any investor who holds at least one full share of DJT stock will qualify to receive the non-transferable token. Okay. Quote, we look forward to leveraging Crypto.com's blockchain technology consistent with SEC guidance to benefit our shareholders and promote transparency. Nuclear fission. And apparently everyone has some bullshit token, and everyone's acting like they're worth something. Jeez. In December, DJT bought 50% of a nuclear fission. This? So now, was this merged into DJT? I ain't watching no frickin' video. You brought it up. Alright, then, I don't know. Potentially it's in play. I don't know. Like I said, people bring up new ideas. They don't listen to my old ideas. Then I do an update. The old idea's up 100%. I don't know. I don't know. Everybody wants to reinvent the wheel. Right? HII, nobody owns. When the man straight up came out and said, I got to rebuild the military, we need more ships. So I brought you a shipbuilding company that doubled in the last 8 months. Nobody owns it. But then people want to talk to me about a meme stock, a crackhead stock. Look what Trump media is doing. Oh, breaks my heart. Unless I was in the sector working at the plant, I would have no freaking clue about how to answer that question. RMTI was up 30% yesterday. Hey! See that? Whew! Prelim revenue rises. Sees fiscal year 25 sales 69.5. Cash flow positive for second time in 25. Expects Q4 gross margin to rise to 22%, up from 14%. It's 50% rise quarter over quarter. Revenue growth, profitability, portfolio diversification. Excellent. Excellent. Yep. Been talking about this one for a while. I appreciate the update, Chris. Thank you. Thank you. As I always say, I know what I know. But what do I know, right? Free to be whatever I choose, and I'll sing the blues if I want. Alright. I'm gonna go see a man about a horse. You guys watch this. I'll be right back. Okay. What's going on here? Yeah, you heard the keyboard, huh? I'm actually thinking, I don't know, I might have to like rewire these outlets or something. Because it does happen randomly, and like sometimes like I'll go to like turn the fan on, and then it'll, disconnect and reconnect. So I don't know, I might have to do some electrical work here. And sometimes it does it whenever it wants to. But yeah, other times like yeah, I'll turn the fan on and you'll hear it. I don't know, it's random. I don't think I have an electrical issue though. Whatever, who gives a shit? Yield's dropping. LAC sub 5.5. DraftKings back at low 31s. Oh yeah, we're dropping. Spy calls here. Spy calls here if you're not in them. You could also do QQQ calls. You could also do DIA calls, in my opinion. You could also do VXX puts. I do like DraftKings here. SLB calls here also. Oh wait, I gotta tweet it so I can keep up with the scammers. All about the calls, baby. Everything's going up. Here we go. I gotta check my email, man. I mean, somebody could have made $1 million trade today and sent me like 50 grand. Stocks meeting an exciting way to make members first content. Oh yeah, I did that already. Thank you. Show me the way to go home. I'm tired and I wanna go to bed. You are just joining us. Spy calls, baby, spy calls. Take action. Take action. Oh, yeah. Mule? Yeah, we'll take a look at it. I have a feeling these YouTube analytics are not accurate at all. It just showed like 18 people in here, now it's showing me 8. Yeah, but there's probably a reason why it's below '08 price. Oh, speaking of glue and tape, what about 3M, brother? What goes up must come down. Spinning wheels, round and round. Yeah, Tupperware stock was actually in play a while back. We could check in on it again. Oh, good thing you guys listened to me. Good thing you guys listened to me. When you show up to work and you listen to the captain, it works out more times than not. And it's funny, too, because I hate tweeting about the plays, and I just tweeted out, in my opinion, you know, by the open SPY, QQQ calls, DraftKings calls. Hold on one second here. Let me just, That was easy. Fuck yeah, it was. And what happened yesterday? Why you keep saying calls, Stocks? I don't know if calls are the play, Stocks. Feeling like John Cena right now. Are you sure about that? Are you sure about that? Woo, it's my boy Deli right there. Love you, brother. Appreciate you. Damn it, Lucio. Buy it again. Buy it again. Buy it again. I just made $1,000 in 5 minutes. I just made him 4 figures in 5 minutes. Oh, shit. Why does it taste so sweet? You'd be up already, Lucio. Come on. Up. Highs of the day on the S&P, 68.75. 68.76 and climbing. You know, it's like a gift, really. I don't need to know what happened. I knew it was going to happen. That's what I mean. That's the difference, right? The other hobbyists call out a play and they hope it works out. That's the difference. I don't hope. I know. There's levels to this shit. Doesn't matter what Trump said because he actually said it all yesterday, but nobody listened and nobody reacted. Yeah, I did say SLV calls, though, so that's not working out. All right, 300, not bad, not bad. White Tiger dollar spikes up. Gold and silver goes down. Knowledge is power. Sweet Caroline. Bum, bum, bum. Your time never seems so good. Slick Rick! My man! Were you actually in those or you were paper trading? Ah, that's okay. It's worth it. It's worth it, baby. Good job. Well played, kid. Well played, brother. Neil's in here posting tacos. Meanwhile, he's missing out on like four-figure profits. Yes, Lucio, thank you guys. Just do me a quick favor, like the stream if you haven't yet. Apparently, it's all the algorithm cares about. To the moon, Ellis! You know, Niels, I love you, but one day I'm going to sit you down and explain to you how business works. Uh, everyone thinks they know what they don't know. Hey, Big Matthew, what's up, brother? How we doing? You got some calls, huh? You saw my call out? I'm a genius. I made you money. Who's making some money here? Let's get some dubs in the chat. Let's get some shades in the chat. Shades in the chat. Shades in the chat. Hey, profit is profit. It's still in play. It is still in play. You guys think you missed it. Sweet Caroline. Bum, bum, bum. S&P still climbing. I mean, you guys who were crying, you jumped in, right? You're up. Up. You guys jumped in, right? You're up. I hope my words are not falling on deaf ears. See, the fact that I've been saying it and you have to ask and reconfirm, there is an issue here. There is a communication roadblock between us. You should have been in 10 points ago. Hey, brother, you got to take what the market gives you, man. The market was giving me spy calls, so I said spy calls. Thank you very much, brother. I appreciate that. Tim Wall's going to jail. Oh, you're going to jail. You're going to jail. S&P approaching 100. Dow up 700. I should be getting like 1,000 new followers on X for the impeccable timing I just had on that tweet. I should be receiving 10, 20 different donations from people who all just made hundreds and thousands and tens of thousands of dollars. That's why when people ask me, where's your money? It's right here. I'm waiting for all of you to do the right thing. I need you to take action and reciprocate. That's where my money is. Tell you when to sell. Oh my goodness. Tell me when to sell, he says. That means I'm doing all the work. Yeah, 6,900 easy. Easy. Yeah, 6,900. This is our year, baby. This is our year. And don't you know, pump it up. You got to pump it up. Don't you know, pump it up. You got to pump it up. $6,900. Hmm. Up, oh, DraftKings almost at 32. You guys bought that dip, right? Yeah, you guys bought that dip. I don't even have to ask, right? You guys, I mean, you know, I throw out a trade. You guys listen all the time, right? Show me paint the fence. Gee, I wonder why we're seeing such a positive reaction. Oh, yeah, that's right. Because as stated by me yesterday, it was an overreaction to the downside. Of course I did, but when you speak, when I speak, you don't listen. And you think you know more than I do because we're talking about Greenland. I know what I know, brother, and I try to explain it to you when I can, where I can. You know, I mean, if you don't want to accept it, I don't know what to tell you. I don't know what to tell you. Like I said, not to call you out, I'm not trying to be a schmuck, but 18, 19, 20-year-old kids, they think they know everything, and I almost have that many years of market experience, right? I am more than double your age. And when I speak, do they listen? Rarely. Rarely. This is the difference between someone who actually, 6,900. This is the difference between someone who actually knows how the shit works, as opposed to some other schmuck who rolls out of bed and says, Nvidia calls. Thanks, buddy. $80 scalp. All right. All right. All right. That's okay. That's okay. I think it's going to go about 10, 15 points higher. But that's okay. Hey, listen, base hits, right? Profit is profit. That's a good trade right there. Yeah, no, it's okay. It's okay. You don't have to explain yourself to anybody. You know, we saw what was coming. You jumped in. You made some money. There you go. Doesn't get better than that. I will say, though, don't ask me to tell you when to sell if you're just going to take it upon yourself and sell. Yields now down 1% and 1.25% on the 20-year. Yeah, no, it's all right. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Like I said, we saw the play. You jumped in. You made some money. There you go. All work here is done. Hey, Killian. Thank you, brother. I appreciate that, man. 14.3% of my hymns calls. Oh, the GOAT. The GOAT. $69.04 and climbing. Oh, what happened yesterday, stocks? You were making some bad calls. That's because the market was reacting fakely. Fake. Yeah, nah, don't worry about it, White Tiger. We'll discuss it down the road. Don't worry about it. Just keep moving the money around. That's why, like I said, you know, people say things like that, and I really appreciate it. But like I said, man, you know, the process is the process. I'm confident in my abilities, and that's why I really don't give a shit. Whatever, 20, 50 a month, whatever people like. That's what that's short-sighted. That is short-sighted. You know what I mean? Like, I don't care. I don't care. Just take your account to the freaking moon. Put yourself in a much better situation, and then you're gonna say, "Wow, this guy's good. I need to thank him." That's what it's all about. Yeah, don't worry about it. Like I said, I was just confident. I knew we were going 6,900 plus just because of how much we dropped yesterday. It was like a given. Look. I nail a call. All of a sudden, Johnny comes lately. Johnny come lately wants to freaking. He wants to have a discussion now in the Discord. I'm impressed you knew it wasn't late to chase. Yes, thank you. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. Cigar or whiskey. Yep. It's gonna be a good day. Yeah, we'll end the stream after the close. I'll pour myself a nice little drink. Now, hold on. I forgot what I said. At 6,900, did I say 10, 15 points more? Or did I say 10, 15 points more? I don't remember. I don't remember. Someone remind me. Oh, I said 10, 15 points more. Oh, okay. Fair enough. Forgot what I said. Hey, so Slick, how was, what'd you say? You're in class, right? And you're taking midterms or something? How are those going? A call like that makes a whole week worth it. I think the market is getting back to rational. Um, that's hard to call. Again, if we're talking SPY specifically, I mean, it changes from day to day, right? We know that. But, I mean, certain things, again, like HII was wedging again. My God, bro. See what I'm saying? Trust the process. Let me see when I mention that. Right? 12:33. Right there. 12:33 in the Discord at 4:11. I said HII calls again. Just like yesterday, right? I said HII calls yesterday. Bang. 12:33. HII calls again. Bang. I teach right now, working on a property, laying concrete. Oh, right. Yeah, I was right. Us Italians, that's what we're good. Lay a little concrete, make it nice and smooth. Yeah, we're pretty good at that. Yeah, sorry, I get people confused sometimes. Hmm. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. I'm loving it. Draft King back to 32. Alright. Give me a sec. What is this? What is this? Denmark always wins. Denmark #1? That is crazy. We all know China's #1. Let's be serious. You know what? It's okay if you burn your chicken, because you just made enough money to buy 10 more pounds of chicken. You're welcome. And we're back in action. Okay, what are we talking about? Right, Denmark is not number one. They're like number, I don't know, 38 or something. Uh, yep, almost burned the chicken. Could have bought more chicken. Even when I'm late, we're winning, as we know. My man's laying down frickin' foundation, painting fences. He said, screw this flip. Screw the flip. I'm just gonna buy some spy calls. I'm gonna post a pic in the Discord. Let's go. Up 700%. Beautiful. SPY should go up. Yes. No, I did not get the drink yet, as I am still working. Herbal refreshments are different, because I can still do my job, right? You start drinking, you gotta make sure your day is done. But I'll do that in about an hour. $127. Woof! Yes, I would have, yes. That's how I do it. That's how I do it. And that's what I always say. There's a method to my madness. There's a reason I do it the way I do it. And you're not always going to be wrong. And sometimes, if I say puts and this happens, you get completely cooked. But when it does work out, party time, excellent. 757%. Oh, why does it taste so sweet? Yeah, man. Yeah. Bro, I'm telling you, like I said, I know I started the channel only a couple of years ago, but as I mentioned, I was trading using this essential similar strategy regarding options uh, during COVID. And that's why I told you, I grew the account like 10x, and then I rolled it all into the house because these were the returns I was looking for. These are the returns I look for. And that's why I used to tell you, these people think they're good and they're posting 7, 10, 22% option moves. That was like a loss in my opinion. If I knew what was coming and I did my analysis and I jumped into calls and they only moved 15, 20%, I view that as an L. And I'm not even joking. I viewed that as an L. The average return, I was seeing like 3 to 500% returns. And on the longer term options, like when I bought US Steel going right into elections and then just held it for 6 months, I mean, those options made like 2,200% return for me. That's why, it may be a strategy not everyone agrees with, but, yeah, I don't know. I don't know. Aim small, miss small, aim small, hit big. You got to be in it to win it. Risk it for the biscuit. So, sometimes you got to swing for the fences. I mean, base hits are nice, but sometimes you got to go for it. Nobody here knows Wayne's World. We might have to open up another education center. I might have to re-educate. White Tiger, you're getting greedy now. No, yeah, and that's fine to secure a 10-15% profit, get those base hits like we were talking about. That's fine. But again, my point is, um, my point is the fact that people online, they'll tout something like that. You know what I'm saying? Oh, I just did Walmart calls, 3.8%. And it's like, listen, like, yeah, you technically called it right, but not everyone had 300 grand to put in like you did. So, a 2.5% move that didn't really help anybody except for you. So you're posting it as a win. Oh, right? And then you see the thumbnail. Oh, I made 8 grand today. And you're like, wow, I'd love to make 8 grand. And then you see how they're doing it and you're like, all right, I can't do this. I can't do it this way. That's why I say, you come in here with $100, well, we can find some trades for you. You come in here with 100 grand, you come in here with 10 mil, I know where to park your money. That's why, again, am I perfect? No. And I will never be. But I think I'm one of the good ones. I think I'm smarter than the average bear. And I'm a human. Yeah, we're going to drop back down here. Appreciate that testimonial, Lucio. Appreciate that, brother. Not enough people post their dubs in the Discord. Just hang out for a second. We're going to have a little retest here. Look, they brought silver down and it's coming back up. I'm telling you, people are buying every dip in silver. Three-month chart is crazy. That's because it's fake. If you have trades and money to flip, I mean, you could do a quick flip here on SPY puts. It's all right, brother. We'll get you back on top. You were too busy, dabbling with scammers and shit. Let us know when that guy sends you your 10 million in Bitcoin. That'll be the day. Let's see. Let me switch over to X. I'm telling you, there is no point on this for this platform. There is no point for this platform. I mean, I literally tweeted out all the calls, and then the timing was perfect. And it's like like a random person didn't even give a like. I didn't get a follow, right? Not even somebody. Oh, hey, nice call, man. Like, no. What is the point? What is the point of this platform? Oh, something just... What was that, hydrograph? Oh! And she'll be coming around the mountain when she comes. She'll be coming around the mountain when she comes. Hydrograph climbing. Climbing. Yeah, honestly, I really don't like the like system. I really don't like the like system. Because even if someone joins, like, the stream, and even if they're, like, a Bond person, right? And this, like, is, you know, completely different area. It's like, even if they hang out in the stream for a few minutes, like, it should show, you know, that, like, the algorithm should know that, like, oh, you know, like, we find this interesting, maybe the next person will want to hang out for a few minutes, you know? And that'll help push the stream or the video or whatever. But it just doesn't work like that. Apparently, it is all about likes. It is literally all about likes. Which is now why I understand every single person on these platforms has like a nervous Tourette's tick. And as soon as it starts up, right, within like the first 30 seconds, they're like, oh, yeah, you like this kind of content, you know, like the video, share the video, subscribe. It's like a nervous tick that they say it instantaneously. Which again is why I did it differently. If you go back to my videos, when do I say it? All the way at the end. I say it all the way at the end. Because you don't need me to tell you to like the video and sub up. Within a few minutes, you should know whether I'm worth your time and attention or not. Just relax, White Tiger. Just relax. Gotta get you some catnip. We got earnings today. We got Kinder Morgan. And a bunch of banks. How about tomorrow morning? GE Aerospace, Procter & Gamble, Freeport McMoran. Huh? Maybe FCX calls. Huh? How about that, huh? Right, we know the metal's been doing good, copper's been climbing. FCX calls for tomorrow morning, earnings perhaps? Also Procter & Gamble, I mean, it doesn't really move that much. I would consider puts. GE Aerospace, I'd probably give them the benefit of the doubt. Oh no, you're fine, brother, you're fine, you're fine. I'm looking, so we should see like this. Right? So what's that, like another 10-15 points to the downside at least? See where it consolidated and flagged before popping? This is where you want it. That's when it's back in play. You understand? Oh, man. Wow, man, my legs are stiff. My back is stiff. Got the big storm coming, apparently. It's just kind of hovering over the country for the next 5 days. It happens. Ah, see? I knew I wasn't crazy. RD. There you go. Somebody was taking finals. See that? Not as old as you think. Like I said, Trump, it seemed like mainly he was speaking about it from a defense standpoint. Which is why, again, some people were getting upset with the whole Greenland thing. That's why I was saying, like, it's not what you think. It's not what you think. It's not like Trump trying to, like, I don't know, you know, buy Italy so he gets all the revenue from the cheese sales or some shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's not that type of deal. And that's why they keep showing the map at the rim up there near the cap. If you look at the dome, and you can see they laid out how many bases Russia has up there. So that's why, again, it's like a just-in-case move. You know what I'm saying? It's a just-in-case move. It's an insurance move. But because, obviously, people bash everything about Trump. As soon as we heard the news, people were like, oh, what an asshole this guy is. But that's because people now react emotionally instead of logically. Right? None of these schmucks heard that and said, well, wait a minute, hold on, let me look at a map, let me find out what's been going on, the last 5, 10, 20 years, let me see, what his angle here is. Show me the way to go home. I'm tired and I wanna go to bed. Alright, white tag. I'm gonna give you the point, okay? I'm gonna give you the exact point. Well, maybe. We plan, the market laughs. Huh? Huh? Right there. Right there. In my opinion, as the S&P approaches midline mark, I would personally consider re-entering SPY calls. In my opinion, Toast, yeah, Toast, you brought it up before. It looks like it's right at that support trend line. Yeah. Yep. That's why I drew out all those support trend lines on all those stocks that we saw climbed already, right? And if you look at stocks like Toast, if you look at stocks like Hims and Hers, right? I drew out those supports and I said, no, give it some time, let it sell off, let it come down, then that's when you step in. But yeah, Toast looking pretty good. I think Nick's been busy, but I know Nick, last time we were on stream, I think I was talking about it like 1 or 2 earnings ago or something, and he was like, oh yeah, you like it? And he bought some, and it went up like, I don't know, like 10-15% right away or something. So Toast climbs well. The numbers look pretty good in my opinion. And yeah, in the technicals, it looked like it pulled down to that support level. So again, as we know, if markets drop, of course everything will drop. But seemed like a decent price to me, in my opinion. I think it's a decent value there at, what was it, like 30 a share? Not a bad price at all. Uh, okay, so you're going across. Are you talking about the resistance line coming down, or the support at the bottom there at like 30? Yeah, see, your line is like this from here, and you went to there. That's the channel it looks like you were watching, which is why, yeah, you could see the breakdown to about 29. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay. All right, well, like we said, this is the line, right? Unfortunately, this is the line you're going to have to watch right now. So, again, you're either going to see a bounce and it's going to start climbing and hold that support, or it's going to bounce and then reject the support, come down here, right? This is kind of the same line you have. It's going to come down here, right? Potentially kind of meet up and then bounce. But again, like we said, we do have earnings in about 3 weeks. So that's why I was saying maybe here on this break to the fib, that might be the bottom of the bottom. And then the bounce will come as the volume comes in going into earnings. But basically we're looking and we're saying the same things. And, yeah, I mean, again, the timing, the pricing, might not happen to be exactly perfect. But, you see the way the stock is trending. Numbers have been growing nicely. So, something like that should be fine. But yeah, good eye, good chart, brother, good chart. That's what we do. That's what we do here. You analyze, and then you attack. See, the problem is a lot of people like to analyze, and then they don't do anything. Or they analyze, they have an idea, but then they kind of keep analyzing, and then you know the saying, right? Paralysis by overanalysis. Then you're like, oh, I don't know if I should do it. And then what happens? Boom. And then 2 days later, you're like, ah, shit, I knew it. Awesome, Walma, awesome. Very, very good. Knowledge is power. I'm glad you're getting better and better, sharper and sharper every day. Fantastic. Absolutely wonderful. It's true though, right? You think you found something good, but then you keep drawing, you keep looking at patterns, then you're like, oh wait, no, I don't know actually. And then 3 days later, oh, you son of a gun, I knew it. Tale as old as time. That's why sometimes, like I'll do analysis, I'll see like a pattern and I'll mention calls or puts or whatever, or shares. But sometimes it is just a gut feeling. Sometimes it is just a gut feeling. Just like when, people were mentioning, like when Trump won the election, people were like, yeah, he's big on energy, people started throwing around like 1 or 2 of these uranium stocks. That's what, and that's what I mean. That's more like a gut feeling. Right? Like you see what's coming, you see where the money could be flowing. That's a gut feeling right there. A little common sense analysis, but mostly a gut feeling. I am just really worried that like 3 feet of snow are going to come down. That's what I'm worried about. But other than that, we're doing good. White Tiger, what did I tell you? Look, see? Look! See, let me tell you something. In my opinion, okay? And I'm saying it because I love you. Everyone has bad habits. You, right now, are your own worst enemy. Right now in this moment. And of course, again, it's human nature, right? It's not like I'm, trying to attack you. It's human nature. You know, you come in, again, you know, there was a big explosion, you only made a piece of the profit, and it's like, okay, what's next? What's next? That's human nature. That's why you have to take that instinct and suppress it. The screen is showing me everything I need to know. The increasing rage emotion of missing out needs to be suppressed. It also helps to sing. That's why I'm singing. That's why I sing all the time. And here comes the sun, doo 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 doo. And here comes the sun, I think it's alright. I mean, I also did say up here, if you want, you could play the puts. But it's okay. It's okay. It doesn't mean anything. You understand? Doesn't mean it. Who cares? Doesn't mean anything. Patience, patience. Yeah, you're a silly rabbit, alright. Alright, go now. Go now. Start going, start going. Let's go. Action. I remember that song back in the day. Didn't understand a word that guy said other than action, but it was a good song. I typed it in Discord. Hello? Is this thing on? Hello? Hello? Here we go. She's heating up. Looking for 6920. Playing with the emotions. Lucky for them, I don't have any. Oh, yeah. And she'll be coming around the mountain when she comes. She'll be coming around the mountain when she comes. Oh, I love when viewership drops as it comes to fruition, and I'm absolutely correct. Back above 68.80. Getting near moving average. And exploding. And exploding. Hello? Hello? And exploding. You piece of shit. Alright, you want to go slow? Fine, go slow. Whatever. Oh, Lucio, come on. 80%. Genius, genius. Okay, boss, I bought the calls, boss. Okay, boss, you tell me where they go, okay? And she'll be coming around the mountain when she can. She'll be coming around the mountain when she can. She'll be coming around the mountain. You know, a lot of people don't know this, but I got the moves like Jagger. You know, you've been away a long time. Maybe nobody went up there and told you. I don't do the mashed potato anymore. Here it comes, baby! Can you take me higher? Oh, fantastic. I have notifications. Oh, you guys liked my post. Oh, you're so sweet. Thank you. Hey, 90% gain. You know what's crazy though? You honestly want to hear what's crazy? First of all, fantastic, right? 90%. The second thing is, what are you doing? Why? Why would you do that? God damn it. It's like having a constant toothache in this frickin' ugh. Damn it, Slick. How do I reach these keys? Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Thank you, Lucio. Why would you do that? With the fucking fake ass bullshit manipulative pump coming at 351 or whatever the fuck it's gonna happen. Damn it, man. Good. I started screaming, a bunch of people left. Good. The fuck out of here. How do I reach these keys? Unbelievable, man. Yeah, I got to stretch my legs after that. I'll be right back. Again, action. So yeah, quick update. It is freezing outside. Wow, White Tiger with a nice sell, huh? We'll see. We'll see. That's it, baby. Pump it louder. Gap down right to the line. Watch. Watch this. Watch this. Pump it louder. Pump it louder. And she'll be coming around the mountain when she comes. She'll be coming around the mountain when she comes. You're going the wrong way. You're trying to force out the traders. Trying to force out the traders. Uh-huh. I don't know, man. You might have jinxed it, man. You made the call prematurely. You fucked my whole shit up. Uh-huh. Fighter. Finally got that gap fill. Took 5 minutes. Kaboom. Show me kaboom. Show me kaboom. I'm glad you had a good day. Yeah, give me a second. I just want to see how this closes. I don't know. If they don't run it now, I mean, this thing really should open up again, in my opinion, above 6,900. That's where I thought it was going to retrace to, which is why I got a little upset when you sold. But apparently, that is not happening. Dude, it's above resistance. Where is the pop? That's a shame. It's technically still bullish, so it should be up tomorrow morning. That is not what was supposed to happen. Ugh, you son of a bitch. Can you take me higher? Just purchased my first S. Hey. Well, sometimes it doesn't work out exactly as we planned, but we did call that initial pump beautifully, so I am glad everyone made some money. Oh my goodness. Are you kidding me with this stock? Where are my channels here? Hmm. Yeah, it's a buy. It's a buy. She's heating up. Bought more Xerox. Hi. PayPal is in play, in my opinion. I can't believe this stock is down here at 50 bucks. That is insane. That looks like a descending wedge to me, yes. Which means we really, again, it's so undervalued, but I mean, honestly, we really should, maybe another day or two if they F with it, but it really should get to there going into earnings. So we'll see how much they want to bounce it. I mean, it really should bounce back strongly. It really should. Again, we spoke... Oh, shit. My whole thing just... I lost my stream. Up. Up. Testing. Okay. So, it really should... I mean, again, last earnings, we popped up. We almost went straight to 80. Last earnings was beautiful for us. It really should get at least back to here or here going into earnings, and then if they beat earnings, it should go here. Well, I speculated that they were keeping PayPal down because of the Fed rate. And then I kind of predicted that as rates come down now this year, PayPal should technically have a really great year. You can see 200 end of year again. I mean, even the gap fill, we're talking 152. We're talking 200% roughly from this point. Again, I don't care if I was early, if I was right, but then I was wrong. I don't care. I know what I know. In my opinion, this is a strong buy. I'll even tweet it out. In my opinion, I feel PayPal is tremendously undervalued. I can't spell. Undervalued. Personal price target. Uh-huh. Even when I'm wrong, I'm right. Oh, I was looking here, right? I did mention earlier, SB looks like it might pop higher later tomorrow. There you go, highs of the day, 534, right at the close pretty much. How you like me now? I'm too damn good at this shit. Hey, you guys remember that one, right? Intel. All right, Deli. Thanks for hanging out, brother. Appreciate your time. Have a good evening, man. See you tomorrow. Look at that Intel go, baby. Oh, yes. And I love that we had that piker in the Discord, like, Intel's trash. I wouldn't buy it. It's like, yeah, that's why you're not the captain. Okay? That's why you're not the captain, and we call you Johnny. Like I said, I love it. I nailed an analysis. I look where no one else is looking. And then they try to bash it. It's like you don't always have to be like a selfish prick, you know what I'm saying? It's like you're hanging out in my freaking Discord anyway. At least you can do is say, hey brother, nice call. Freaking scumbags. Freaking Intel, baby. Oh, why does it taste so sweet? Oh, man. Oh, man. Talked about it the whole time. The whole time. Even back here, I was talking about it. I don't give a shit. I mean, you pick a price. It doesn't matter. You're up. Oh, I love it. Love it. Woo! Right back to the trend line. Woo! Oh, I love being correct. Above resistance. As expected. As expected. Right? Like Audi just said in the Discord. I've seen people calling PayPal Pain Pal. Reminds him of the amazing money destroyer, AMD. And again, AMD, we were early, but we were absolutely 100% correct. And of course, just like last time, as we mentioned, as the pikers and the Johnnies and the amateurs start talking shit about the stock, get impatient about the stock, what does that tell us? The average person doesn't like PayPal. What does that tell us? Yeah, so this is going back here. 5.5. It means bang bang. Let's check in on our buddy BB. Oh, holding the line. Holding the line. How about the old pickle company? Yeah, we're hanging out. I still say it's giving you an opportunity. We know what we know. Wow, Xerox today? Really? What happened? Ah, caught a bill offering. Uh-huh. Use of the funds will be detailed in a future prospectus. I'm telling you, in my opinion, they're setting up. In my opinion, they're setting up for something. Had to sell BB to pay some rent. Yeah, okay, all right. Got to do what we got to do. She still looks good. Silva now down less than 2%. Just remember, they just did $250 million offering. The market cap was about 300 million, right? So, in theory, you could say the stock should have dropped 50%, but they can't. They can't. It's too low. It's too low. I feel like I'm forgetting so many stocks. How's that Simple doing? Up. We're bouncing. We're bouncing. We're bouncing. Slow and steady, baby. Slow and steady. How's our CNXC doing? Alright. Alright. Telling you, man. I'm telling you. I'm telling you. You might think I'm crazy. Nope. Yep. What'd that hit yesterday? Whoo! Almost 21 yesterday. Damn. Damn. Good times. Anybody? Anybody? GT. Did we say back to 10, top of the channel? Or did we say back to 10, top of the channel? Can't keep a good man down. This is why I say, baby, I'm outside the box, man. That's what I mean. People, everyone's upset. Oh, did you see on X what happened with Campbell? Yo, I'm telling you, man, it's a buy, in my opinion. It's a buy. You swim against the stream. This shit ain't checkers, it's chess. Oh. Yeah, it was a good day today, though. It was a good day today. Look at that. Even if you bought SLV calls at our terrible timing, you are barely down. I'll tell you, give me 5. I'll tell you, even when I'm wrong, I'm right, huh? Who's making up those t-shirts, by the way? When I'm wrong, I'm right. Alright, well, listen up, team. It's been 4 hours, I did my job, and I'm tired. Alright? Oh, yeah, that's you. Hey! Look at you, huh? Look at what you do. But we came on late, still did our job, obviously, because we're the best in the business. So I just want to thank everyone for your time. I appreciate your support. I appreciate you hanging out. Hopefully everybody made a couple of books. And what's today? Wednesday? Wednesday. Tomorrow's Thursday. I'll see you tomorrow. Have a good evening. God bless. Love you guys. Okay.